Hey guys, this video will be about my relationship with medicine and pills. First and foremost, I'm a hypochondriac, which means I always believe that I'm going to die today or tomorrow because of the most deadliest disease ever existed on planet Earth. I never catch a small disease. I always get deadly ones. So that's pretty makes my life pretty exciting. You guys remember the TV show House? I haven't watched House for years because I knew that if I watch one episode, I will immediately diagnose myself with those diseases. Even if they are fictional ones, I can have them. I invent them. My body can invent any lethal disease that you can imagine. So I'm a hypochondriac in the first place. But at the same time, I'm trying to live a conscientious life. I'm trying to live a life where I not mess up everything. I mess up enough stuff by mistake. I don't need more just intentionally. So I'm trying to live my life in a way where I try to avoid things as much as possible. Problems and issues. So I remember when I was pretty young and I was I don't know, that was a long time ago. That was like 25 years ago, and right now I'm 40. And I went to a doctor for a generic health checkup, and I asked the doctor how, because to me that was the real question. Like, this was the most obvious question. Like, I went to the doctor and I asked the doctor, how can I improve my immune system? That's a bizarre question, I think. I don't think the doctor had such questions pretty often. But to me that was obvious because I knew my immune system should protect me as much as it can from dying. So to me the most obvious question was, okay, so let's write a plan. How am I going to improve my immune system? So I went to a doctor and I thought that, they'll have a pretty exact answer, like drink this, drink that, whatever, do this. And people come and go. So to my utmost surprise, when I asked this question, the doctor was shocked. The doctor was like, so he had no idea. And that was, to me, already a big surprise, because I think that should be the most important question in modern medicine, like how you improve your immune system. But anyway, so I realized that the modern medicine don't know much about our immune system. We know some, and we know how to poke around it, but we really don't have a definitive scientific analysis of what it is and how does it work and how to improve it. The reason why I'm telling you this story, because to me that was the most obvious thing ever, and I was so surprised that the modern medicine, what we consider modern, because we consider it modern, and it is modern to some extent. For example, surgery is pretty modern, but modern medicine don't have the most obvious answer ever. Anyway, so after that, and they always have these answers like do some workout, don't be fat. Don't eat this, don't eat that, eat a lot of vegetables, blah, 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 blah. Avoid stress, I don't know. But these are just like the most common sense things ever. So these are not really helpful. Anyway, so after that, I just saw a TV show where there was a politician, I was still very young. I was like 15 or 16 or something. And I was watching a TV show. I'm that old, by the way. I used to watch TV. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just pretty ancient, right? So I was watching this TV show, and a politician was a guest, and there was an interviewer, and they were talking about healthcare in general. And it just really blew my mind that the politician just was talking about people will get medicine and pills over time as they get old. Like it's the way to go. Like there's no other way just to get hooked on pills and medicine. And I was watching this TV show, and I thought, like, at least give an alternative. Like, I know modern medicine is cool and it's pretty smart, but at least give me some alternative to the pills. I don't want to get hooked on pills. In my mind, I was like, okay, so what if I want to travel for 3 months in the world? Do I have to get 3 months of pills with me? So you really don't want to depend on stuff that you can create on your own in nature, I think. That was my mind. Like, even if you're lost in the forest, probably I would die in the forest, by the way, in a week. I'm not saying I would not, but in my mind, at least I could hunt some animals and cook them. I know how to cook. I love cooking. Maybe, I don't know if I could catch a fish, but I would try. So at least in my mind, I can do it. But you know, if you have some odd pills that you have to take every week or every day, there's no way you're going to do that on your own. So I was like, okay, I don't want this dependency on me. And I was very much disappointed in this politician, because he was talking about taking pills like it's like we've been taking pills forever, for thousands of years, since humans were born. Even animals take pills. This is just the way to go. And I was like, no, absolutely not. I refuse this. I reject this. I don't like this. I hate this. That was my reaction. and I felt like, okay, he's talking about this because he wants us to get hooked on medicines and pills. This is good for someone. That's his interest, not my interest, by the way. I know I want to survive, so to some extent it could be, under certain circumstances, it could also be my own interest, right? And this is where I have to differentiate like two separate cases. I understand that there are some situations where you have to take pills. I understand that. Otherwise you die in a week. That happens. I'm not saying that's not the case. So I'm not like brutally against modern medicine. If you have an HIV which has to, get under control or whatever, or something that really kills you, I understand in that case you have to take a pill. But I'm just saying that I have the impression that we're taking pills in situations where it's not actually necessary, and it's like an easy way. Like you don't even have to make an effort to have a healthy life, because we have these pills here. You just pay, and you take the pill and you just give a fuck. That's what you do, and then everybody's happy. But to me, that was not satisfactory. I didn't like that. First of all, I hate that kind of a dependency as I described. Second of all, I felt like there's a huge, and I don't want to go into a conspiracy theory here, that obviously the big medical corporations, drug companies, etc., they're pretty much like, on one end they are pretty good, but on the other end I'm sure they are pretty close to being like a weapon industry. So they are doing big money, and they're going to do everything they can to get you hooked on their stuff. They are legal dealers. So when I saw this interview, I decided that, okay, I'm going to do something else. Like, I'm not going to take a pill. Like, I will take a pill if I absolutely have to, like if my temperature goes to a certain level where my cells start to degrade and I might die, then I think I'll take a pill or two. But apart from that, I'm not going to take a pill because I have a headache. I'm not going to take a pill because I feel tired, whatever, etc., etc. So, and also in my mind, I was like, okay, so in the way I see, I have two paths in front of me. One is that I try to live a somewhat healthy life, and sorry guys. And the other one was that I'll take a pill all the time. And in my mind, like, okay, how do you define healthy life, right? So that was my first question to the doctor. And over time, I realized that if I just do, like, I don't know, just 20-30 minutes of an exercise almost every day, my body feels way better. That's another thing that you experience in your life. Like, most of the time, your body knows what is good for you. I'm not saying that's always the case. Otherwise, we would be all crack addicts, I guess. But most of the time, within the common sense context, your body knows what's good for you and what you should do and what you should eat and how much you should sleep, etc. Your body gives you signals most of the time. You just have to learn how to listen to your own signals. So in my mind, I felt like if I'm working out, and I'm not even talking about big things, or I'm not talking about like bodybuilding or you don't have to be an Olympic winner. I'm saying you just have to go out and run for 20 minutes every day. If you do that, that's just an investment to your future. That's an investment to your health, and that is an alternative to most medicine and most pills. That was my take. Like, okay, that's what I expected, by the way, from the stupid politician, that they say, okay guys, first of all, try to live healthy, okay, and if you can, then we have some cool pills here. That's what I was hoping that he will say, but no, he left out the part where actually you should take care of yourself, right? You don't have to do that. So yeah, so that was my take, and ever since, that was a long time ago, 25 years. And ever since then, I think I took probably, in 25 years, probably I took like 2 or 3 pills and not more. I'm not saying I'm right, by the way, okay? I don't know. I'm experimenting on my own life, so I have no absolute answers. I'm not saying I'm the oracle who knows everything. That's not the case. I'm not even trying to pretend. But I'm just saying, and if I die today, then I was wrong, so you guys will know that. I don't know. But that was my take on medicine and pills. I try to avoid it as much as possible. I don't want to get hooked. I don't want that dependency. So, but in return, I have to force and push myself every day to do some exercise. Even if I'm tired, if I hate it, if I don't like it, it doesn't matter. I have to go and try. And by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, this is very important. I'm not an athletic type by biology. My father, my parents, neither of them are athletic type. We're more like the pizza type, if you know what I mean. I love to eat. Like, food is one of the most amazing things in life. If you ask me, I love cooking. I can gain weight just by looking at a cake or looking at bread. If I just think about food, I also already gain weight. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. So for me, that's a constant struggle, how to maintain myself and how to stay somewhat of a healthy, based on my definition. But I'm trying. And so far, I'm okay. I'm not taking it. I'm not addicted to any pills. I'm not taking most of the pills. And we'll see where this experiment goes, right? Who knows? I don't know. There's no insurance in life. There's no guarantee in life. That's something you learn. And most likely you already know. Even if you take pills or whatever, shit can happen any day, any moment, without a warning. It just happens. Life is a weird thing to have. It's really weird. It's one of the most bizarre experiences. Right. All right. That's it, guys. These were my thoughts about medicine and modern medicine and pills. See you guys. Have a good one.